I'll try not to cough. Okay, so welcome again to our class. What we are going to do this time is we are going to do some formatting and displaying a date and time to our application, as well as we are going to do selection structures and other control structures in Visual Basic. So you can also use the format short date. Okay, so if you are, you can also use you can also use the formatting such as long date if you want to display a long date with with the time as well as with the date now. Okay, so for time we can use the format short time. What short time? Mura magkuan. Mura mag ka ng sa secret place na short time, and then naapod tayo long time. Okay, so if we get to run this application or this one, we would have just wait for a while, i-run sa nato. Yan. So I just forgot to change the labels. The I by like 3. We have here 4 and we have 5. Yeah, so that's it. No, let's run the program again. And then, oops, we don't have label 5. So might as well, we are going to add another label. Okay. So when we get to run our application, we would have displayed. So this is the general date. This is the long date with, as I've said, it has day in a week. And then we have here the short date. That's the long time and short time. Okay, including the seconds. Now, if you can see, wala siya nag-run ang seconds because it is not actually put in a thread. So in some cases in other programming languages, it will be difficult for us to animate the time. But here in Visual Basic or in Visual Studio or even in C#, we can actually make it real time or parang mag-run siya real time, including the movement of the seconds by using the timer control. So just click on this one, particularly timer control. So when you click this timer control right here, okay, so go to property, and then in your property, you have to make sure that it is enabled to true. Or we can actually write it, or we can actually invoke a statement there in the main method. In the main method of Visual Basic, no, in the code view. Okay, so for the interval, so this interval would mean kung unsa kapaspason ang imuhang clock, ang time sa imuhang, ang cycle count sa imuhang time. So that is why kanang sa mga makita nato sa mga PisoNet, Piso Wi-Fi, medyo paspas ilang time cycle. It's because of probably ki paspas po nilang interval. So the higher the value, the slower the time, no? So the lower the value for interval, the faster the faster the cycle. So let's consider this as 1 second, or 100 as 1 second. So how are we going to display a format? Sorry. Command na naman akong pislit. So we have here, let's say for an instance, i-display na to sa label 6 ang time. And then this time, dapat na siya movement sa seconds. Okay, so to do that, you just have to click on the timer control. Okay, so di siya mo anto dito, dili na nato pili on. So let's have choose a timer. I cannot select timer control. What happened? View code. Ayan. Oh. Okay, lagi maklik. Wala, what happened? Why is it not opening? Wait for a while. Timer. It doesn't, we don't have timer here. Control. So let's add another one. I don't know what happened, why it's not adding, or I mean, and, oh, sama, oh, wait for a while. Kasi nag-follow, lagi mapili ang time. My goodness. So, supposed to be dapat natay time control here in which dili nato ibutang ato ang, ayun, tura, late na nagbutang. Late siya na, oh, gikigwa, man siguro na itong, what the what happened? Hey. So, it's working for button, but not for timer. Wait for a while. It's mysterious. I-direct ko niya sa button. Is there any, is someone there nag-open of Visual Basic? Can you get to share your ano? Kisay nag-open of Visual Studio.
Yes, sir.
Ma-open imong timer?
Yes, sir.
Lagi ako paki
Pwede.
ano na lang. Ha?
Yeah.
Paki share screen na lang be. Ako na lang i-install na lang nato yung mga ano. Ma-open imo ha?
Yes, sir. Pero lagi di kayo, sir.
Ay lag pod. Oh, what ano ka ni ako ano? Kalag-kalag ng siguro ni. Ang sakit po siguro. Wait for a while. Ay ta mag-usab ko himo na yung project be. Kadiyot lang klasa, maghimo sa tagbagong project. So, pangapi na lang sa mo tira. LCC week 3. Okay. Nanay week 3. So, 3 dash na lang. I don't know what seems to be the problem, but let's try to create another project. So it's supposed to be opening. I mean, the timer is supposed to be opening. Unless if we cannot open the timer kasi control, then we'll be having difficulty creating a real time. No? So let me. Oh, ayun. Ano ka to ganina? Ano di man tumugana. So again, going back. So enable to true. And then let's add some labels. So, yan. Okay, okay na itong mga general date kanina, no? So this time, just allow me to make this one bigger. Okay, so in here, if you want to animate, no, not, yeah, animate the time. So to display a real time with these seconds, no, na mo tick, na makita nimo ang iyang pag-tick sa clock. So you just have to use the same, so format, and then now, you cannot, by the way, no, in terms of formatting, format function does not only delimit to time and date. You can also format other things like for currency, for integer values, and then for other data types. So this time, let's say we are going to display our format into like this one. So you have here the hours, minute, and seconds. So that's the label 1. Yan. Copy na to. We'll create another label. Let's say that's label 2. Okay, and then this one, ang label 2 naman is we are going to format with anti-meridian, and post-meridian or AM/PM kana siya. So you just have to use PT, no? So PT stands for time, no? I mean para sa imuhang time zone. So this will be changed. We will change this to 2. So when we click start, you will see here na our time is now working real time. So nanakay timer control in which and seconds is actually running, no? So there, no, for 4:39:37, 4:39:39, something like that. So the other one has post meridian, and the other one doesn't have any time zone or post or anti meridian or anti meridian. So that stands for actually T, no, TP. Okay. So other things like other things you can do here. So let's do some formatting. I hate this walay mouse. Medyo mag-ano tayo siya. So wait for a while. I have here 3. So let's do some more formatting. Say, let's say for an instance, you don't want to display your time. You only want to display the date, no? So pwede nimo na siya even without using general date or katong short date, you can actually display something like only like date lang, or as in day lang jud, month lang imo i-display. So you can do that by holding still, formatting now, and then you will type M. M, so if M stands for month, so big M, kasi ang small m, that's for seconds. That's for minutes rather, sorry. So you have there M. So if you want to spell out the month, then upat ka M. Yan. So pag duha ka M, or duha or tulo lang. Yan. So this will display the month agoy ang ato ang label 4, and then we have here yeah, that's it, no? So we have September, spell out niya ang imuhang month, because we format our display as M, no, month. And then we have here for 3M, we format our by only first three letters of the month. And then that for 2 is 2 digits, no, or the decimal equivalent, the digit equivalent for that month or for this month. Okay. So and yeah, so pwede nimo na siya pwede ka mag-format of, let's say, if you want to display only the day, the year. So let's say for an instance, i-format or mag-display ta of month, day, and year. just have to do this one, and then you want to have the D and then Y. Okay. So if you are going to run your application, then you would display sana September 4, dapat label 6 atong imakangan. That's for label 6. Yan, September 14, 1991. If you want na slash, ang backslash or forward slash ang imong format, you can change it to forward slash. In fact, pwede nimo siya on like duha lang D, and YY. So, yan, duha lang ka Y. So that's two digits na dates, no, for each equivalent sa nag-represent sa month, day, and year. Pwede po mo ibaliktad, no? Una ang year, then followed by the day or the month, or it depends, basta kay make sure lang na you have explicitly stated na ang nauna is month or day, or ang nauna is year. Okay? So now that we have already done a formatting on how to format and display dates and time, let's create a meaningful application that would calculate the difference between the time. So himo tag timer na application that would get the difference of the time. So i-capture na to ang current time, and then let's say na atay game na ganing pataasay og utong, so murag timer, and then at certain point manihundang ang iyahang niundang siya og ganing say tawag anang game kanang magkuha kay tag elapsed time, and then pag end na to or pag end niya i-capture po na to ang time, and then tan-aw na to pila ka seconds iyahang ang what they call this one, ang duration sa iyahang pag mas syagit pa na. Yeah. So, and then kung kinsa ang taas og time, siya ang winner. So that's what we will do for now. So sige, this is one only of the applications that we can do for timer, no. So basic lang. So this time, yeah, at this juncture, ato ni siyang i-erase. Let's pa-delete og tanan. So isa-isa jud. Okay. Right. So this time atong buhaton mag-add ta og mga so same gyapon label. Okay, and then we have here the text field, or pwede pod label, pwede text box, depende sa inyong gamiton. Anyway, we can for label, of course, dili na nato siya pwede disabled for editing para dili siya ma-typean. So we can actually set this enabled to false. So wait for a while. So let's change the name of this one to txt. Let's say start. Okay, and then let's change this to say this is like 16. Okay, para dako ang iyang sana. Then we will change this to start. And then, so we have here the stop. So pwede po na atong gamiton dire is instead of text field, pwede na to gamiton label, no? So I mean, yeah, pwede na to gamiton ang label instead of text field. Anyway, we are not going to input values. So let's have here 0, 0. Format. And then, let's name this kasi kailangan na to siya. I-capture ni siya. So, let's name its, let's get to name the label to represent, i-name na to siya to what it represents with. Kasi mas okay kung we just don't name them like label 1, label 2. So, mas okay kung na siya yung pangalan na, let's say, label N, or something like that. Okay, so we have start, we have end, and then we can copy paste this one. And then iputang na to siya diri. So let's say this is the elapse na lang, elapse time. Okay. And then so i-move natin na siya. So by the way, again na, pwede na ni siya labels tanan. So ako na ipakita ninyo sa inyo Adre na pwede text field, pwede na label. So at least ang advantage with the label is dili na nimo ni siya i-disable. Okay? But if you're going to use, of course, the label, text field, ma-inputan siya if dili nimo siya i-disable. Okay. By the way, pwede man nimo ni mahimo siya as mura siya label. Ang imo lang buhaton is adto ka sa border style and then fix single. Mura na siya label na medyo naka-disabled siya. Okay. Alright, so tani panganlan po nato ni siya og another, let's say, PM depth or difference. Or pwede elapse na lang po. Elapse. Okay, so that's it. Now, we are going to add buttons. So, darita. And then, you have the option to, pwede nyo na ipadako yung mga buttons. Let's say you have your 12. And then, so let's name this to PTN, like start. And then its text or caption should be start. So, pwede ta mag-action state. Muna siya toggle button na pag-click nimo start, mo change yung caption to stop. Pag-stop, i-click nimo na naka-stop siya, pwede siya mo change o start. Pwede na ito buhaton, toggle button ang atuang style dire. Pero again, pwede na po na separate na button for start, separate po na button for stop. Depende na sa inyo kang difference. No, i-change lang yung, depende sa inyong preference. I-change lang niyo yung action state. So, pwede na ito i-try later on. So, we have here stop. Okay, sige. So, this time, what we are going to do is, sige, ito kasaning ipang tanggalon ang mga walay labot. Nang walay labot sa itong kinabuhi. No? So, let's remove all this one. Okay, so actually, di na natin kailangan. Okay, so this time, we're going to declare a global declaration, global variable for our time. So let's say we have dim, let's say S time. This is for the start time, and then we have your E time as date. Alright, so the moment na i-click ni user ang start, kwaon na to tong i-capture na to ang time. Okay. So S time is equal to format now and then HHMM seconds. And then ibutang na to siya sa TXT start na to. TXT start is this. TXT start. Yeah, so By the way, ato sa dahil ni ano ang txt start, i-disable na to para dili ma-inputan. So enable to false. So para dili siya ma-enteran og mga data or value. So txt start that text equals s type. Okay. So that's it. Let's try to run. Let's run. Dili i-try. I-run yun na to. So, this time, pag-click, yan, no, dili na mo siya mapabutangan or ma-encodean. Okay, because i-disable na nato siya. Enable to true, false. So, click start. So, PM lagi ni. So, we have ganong PM yung na-capture. Wait for a while. Ato lang na-install 4:53 pero AM yung capture. Then, after that, blah, blah, blah. And then, dapat pag-click na itong stop, kuha po niya ang stop and then compute na to ang elapsed time. Paon na to ng sinamali lang siya. Okay, for doing this stop, so pag-click sa start, mas okay na si button start that enable to false. No, false na daw siya. Para murag toggle button. And then pag-click of stop, si button start at enable to true na po siya. Okay, and then btn stop that enabled equals to false. Yan. So, there is yan. Diri dapat ang btn stop na to is enabled to false. Yan. Para pag-run, false ang stop, delete. Kaya wadi pa man dapat mag-click ang stop, no? Not clickable ang stop. Okay, the moment na mag-click ang stop, kuha na to ang time. So, this time, format now, and then we have here M, and then seconds, and then we have here label, and that text equals to e-time. Okay, so i-run sa nato itong program as you click on the stop button. Okay, pag-click mo sa stop button, ma-capture to sa ang time pag-click mo sa stop. So let's run. So this is what I've said to you, no, na dili clickable ang stop. The moment you click on start, so start, yan, ni-capture niya. I don't know it, nganong AM siya, dapat PM na siya. So, PM man dahil sa ko ang kuan. So, what happens sa stop nganong wala nag-open? Wait. Start. Nganong false man yung So, stop. Dapat BTN start should be BTN stop should be enabled to true na din. And then, ang stop is tama ba? Asa na to? For BTN stop, dapat ma-true diri. Okay, so wait. So, wait na ay mo join. So, pa-join nun siya. Alright, so, let's run now. And, so kanino, for kung naamoy mga applications like puhon in like payroll, mga time in, time out, pwede ninyo ni siya gamiton. Okay? So, mag-login ko na niya, i-capture tong time. So, you can actually do this kind of application and then store ninyo sa inyong database. So, click on start. Ayan. So, 4:57:37 na-capture niya. So, we have here, ato ibutang up to 45 so stop. Ayan. So, na-capture niya ang 4:57:46. So dapat as you click on stop, ang elapsed time na to would now have its value na i-subtract niya ang stop and start kung say difference nila, no? Kung pila ka seconds ang difference nila. Okay, so to do that, at sa stop, and then here we are going to, let's say diff or stands for the difference, and then we have here the date difference, and then by the way natay so pwede na to ang pwede na to i-date interval that day, pwede po time, pwede seconds, but this time para mas dali na kasi syempre ay alangan naman magulat na for pila ka minutes or pila ka hours. So ang pinakadali na makita dayon na to ang result would be i-capture na to ang interval via seconds, no? Na ma-capture dayon siya kung pila ka ang difference nila in seconds. So ayan. And then after that, as the parameters, ibutang nato diri kung kanus siya na human. So e-time versus kanus siya nag-start as time. Okay, and after that, txt label dito. LBL elapsed that x equals the difference. Tapos, okay, for us to get the to format the value, so check na to kung sa result ade. So kung pwede pa nimo siya, I mean kung if you want, pwede nimo i-format into hours, put minutes or seconds ang display ni elapsed time. Okay? But sige, let's check. Okay, so click start and then let's wait for mga pila ka seconds. So paabot na to 30. Yan. So, what happened? Why 12? Negative 12. Dapat positive. Or nabaliktad atong S time, E time. Okay. At S, kung saan nag-start, minus the end time. So, wait. Ayun. Okay, so pwede nyo tag 3 seconds or concatenate ka 3 og value. Let's say, elapsed time. Tapos, ano yung seconds. Okay, so like this, no? So again, pwede nimo ni siya buhaton to many applications you want. Like, katong giingon, pwede niyo ni gamiton sa payroll to capture the time in, no? Even to capture the time in, time out para makita nimo kung late ba or at least makalculate nimo ang daily time record sa imong empleyado. Okay? So, yeah, that's it for formatting date and time. Okay? So, all right. Next is, any questions so far? Do you have any questions? Hi guys, may questions? Wala. Yes, na. Wala. Kulas time. Wala. Yes, about sa button, unsa man? About button, sir. Yes, it's JM Dulce. Tira Dulce. Yes, Dulce. Unsa man about the buttons? Wala. Okay, sige. So let's now move on. O mag-move on na tabisan wala pa. So let's now add another form. So for this time, we are going to add another form. Let's say we are going to create a a new item. So, by the way, new item or form window, bisan asa tira. So, basta ayaw lang ng mga folder references kay wala pa man ta, even module. So, this time, new items at that. So, okay, so when you are going to be prompted with this dialog box, look for the or anything or any item na gusto mo i-add, but this time we are going to add Windows Forms. Okay. All right. So this time, okay. So maghimo ta og this one will be himo na to siyang login button or login form. So login form. So, wala pa man tayo database, so ano lang sa tawag, fixed or static na values sa ato ang username and password. So right here, ato ni siyang panglan of form login. Okay. And then, putas sa, din lang ito, mangupya na lang tayo sa form 1. Kani. Di ay akong napislit. Command man ako napislit. I'm sorry. So, dapat Control C. Yan. So, actually class nanay Visual Studio, dili VS Code Visual Studio sa Mac OS, pero wala pa na ako na-explore, so mas okay tiri na lang kung ako nag-bootcamp na lang nag-bootcamp na lang sa akong computer para at least we are also going to have the same interface. Pero bago lang na siya ay Visual Studio for for Mac OS. So if you want, no, if you're using mga Mac OS na OS, so just in case na siya ay wala lang na ako pa na-explore. Okay? So this time, so since we don't use this one this one doesn't have any special function or role in our program, so ato lang ni siyang i-leave as start, and then is okay, so we have username, and then you have here password. So pasensya mo kasi nga tao pertinan yung katawa dala ron ubo-ubo na yung maestro. So password. Stick pa jud ni siya class. I mean, medyo katulad fever ko, and then may na lang 2 days lang. Pagka after 2 days na wala na ang fever. So una pag careful ta, no? Sa ato mo na nagkisalamuha. Sa mga inyong ipang dumug-dumug. So here, let's name this to PPN login. Okay, and then ay mali. So dapat wait. And siya would be and login. Then so ako na tuloy kamay text. So let's say this is 14. 14. Then siya na mo design na kay pangit. It's not how it looks, but it is how it works. Charot. Okay, so this time we have VPN cancel. Cancel. And then here, reset. Okay, so basically, simple lang, username and password. So kung mag-type ang user, tama, mag-match ang username and password. So, itawago na to itong form 2. No? So, mo-appear itong form 2. And then, if dili, display siya o error or something error message. Okay. So to do that, let's have here. So let's say we have string dim UN for username. So let's say ang atong username is user and PWD is user123. Yeah. So magkuha tag value for username from txt. Unsa na itong, so this is txt start man eh. So pag copy paste, dapat this is txt username. Okay, and this is txt password. Okay, so balik na dire. So we have txt username dot text and then dim password is equal to txt password dot text. Okay, so if condition, so sa after then we'll have to compare un dot un dot equals to username and password or pwd equals to password. Then so if ang un equals to username and password equals to or pwd equals to password, pag magmatch na pareha, then we are going to call the form 2. So kani siya, by the way, mas okay kung ang pangalan ani nila i-change na to siya into ipang-save sa nato ni. Dapat pili ni form 2 para wait for a while na. Yeah, it's although this one is form 1, but I would recommend you na dapat ma-change ninyo ni into, let's say, FRM, let's say, FRM
UI.
login.
UI or user interface.
Oh, pwede po. Okay. Login na lang, ana. And then kaning, ay, baliktad, no? Wait lang. Ang form 2, nabaliktad na noon. Dapat ka, dapat kani si, awa. Ay, nako. Kani dapat si, ano, baliktad na noon, class. Ato na usapon na to. Form, login, chuchu. Ato na kopya, ato na na-ilista noon yan. Wait lang, ha? So, dapat si, form 2 na to would be, so ayan, careful ta kasi po no, pag mag-abot na tao ka na mo na tag application na kana yung mag-transact na kasi ang pinaka-goal nato diri class is himo taog mga like payroll, maghimo taog mga sales and inventory na mga system. So after siguro probably by after the first exam, mag-start na ta with that, no? So, muna na natong focus until maka-develop na ta og sarili natong application that would do a transactional processing system. So, for now, siyempre, let's just, para sa uban, especially ang uban, wala pa if wala idea, that's why, dili ko na ako diretso dahil ta dito, no? So, dapat na medyo well off sa mo in writing basic application sa Visual Basic. So as what I've what I would like to elaborate is that when puhon kasi mas okay kung mapanganlan ninyo na inyong formula to what it represents, kung unsa na nag-represent ang imong form. Like if login na siya, ibutangin drag FRM login. Then ayaw login, butangin jog FRM kay nga naman because puhon mag-insert or mag-add direct mga module, mag-add mga class kadto sila mga module and mga class. Normally ang mga name nila is as ang mga name ang mga module and class is mostly mga like kung student ka, student management, so student yun imong himuon na module, or kung class pa ka, student na class imong gamiton. So that is why basta component ka ni kung unsa na nga component nag-represent like button, you really follow BTN na prefix kato kung ginaingon sa inyo na dapat i-follow to yun na naming convention. The same with form. So also dili ta pwede mag form 1, form 2, form 3 kay puhon magdagan na nig forms 3, let's say na kay 10 ka forms, and then out of kato imong form kung 10 ka forms na form 1, form 2 until form 10 na ingon asa ito kung form payroll o asa ito kung form na deduction, so asa man kapadulong ana mo adto. So again mas okay kung imo siyang mutangan og meaningful name. Okay, so which is mo na itong gibuhat karon. So we have form login. Basta ayaw lang apila og cat ang VB ha. Form. So this one, FRM, let's say main daw ni siya. Okay. Alright, so this time, balik na sa login. And then if true daw na, if mag-match, so ato sa taas, pwede na po din sa dim, okay, dim, my form or my FRM or my main as FRM main. Okay? Asa man to? Kay dili makita niya si Main. Si Main Mendoza. Kasi nasa kato siya. As new FRM FRM Main. Di lagi niya makuha si Main. FRM main. Ano man eh, di man niya makita si Main. Ano si Main Mendoza. Taway ta, ito sa config, basin wala na change ang name dito. Wait. Wala na change. Form 1 gihapon siya, sorry. So, what happened? Supposed to be dapat na change na niya. Kalag-kalag na po. Visual Basic. Nga hindi man mo update automatic siya. Ano. So, unless delete na matawag na to ng main, delete yung taka-proceed. Ani. So, i-save naman po na ako. Wait. Okay. For main, FRM main, save. Na naman. Balik na dire. Jud niya makuan. Kitan. So, form 1 pa siguro. Na jud si form 1 dili ang nakitaan. Balik na dire sa main. Ito ala form 1 to di ay. Lagi ni real time ang pagka-change, no? Usap, video. Sige na lang. So, that means wala siya na read o wala niya na change ang main into FRM main. So I don't know what happened. Sige, try na lang sa nato form 1. Kay mao man yun na yung original name. Okay, and then so my main, by the way, natay show dialogue for this no. So when we talk about show, ang sa show is ang iyang buhaton is katong kana siya na form na magpakita will be pwede ka mag-navigate from one form to another basta show. Tapos dili nimo ma-hide ang form sa likod ana. So meaning to say na parent na siya I mean man-navigate nimo siya. Pero pag magamit ka show dialogue, ang sa show dialogue is that ang na siya parent and child na dili ka basta-basta maka-navigate going back to another form unless imong gi-close ang form na imong gi-show using show dialogue. So, sige, unaw sa atong show para ma-appreciate ninyo or makita ninyo sa difference. So, else, yeah, so here, kung sa Java, this meaning reference, you call the reference, you call the object or you reference the object itself. There is a Visual Basic, me ang iyahang sana, me, meaning self, kanina form. Pero pwede na good yapon FRM main. Okay, pero instead na FRM main, pwede na me imong button. So me that pwede mo siya i-hide. Okay, okay, and then else message box that show ta. Then bastahan na lang login. Okay, so we will run our program and then ay yun nalimtan ako. So para mag-run day ang atong login form, siya ang startup ato to sa project. So let's go to project and then look for the project properties. So kani LCC week 3 properties and then you go to startup form and then select FRM login para ang imong form na login ang mag-display sa startup. Yan. So user tapos user 1 2 3 to no. Login. So ayan no. So nag-hide ang imong form na katong ganina. So that's for show. Pero pag show dialogue ka, ato ning is a comment. I main that show dialogue. Enter that. And then user 1 2 3. Login. So wala to siya nawala. Ayan. Wala to siya nawala imong kuan. Even me that hide tao. Pero dili nimo na ma-click. Isang sound ako nag-click. Oo, mabilin na siya. Di na nimo siya ma-click unless i-close nimo ni siya. Pero naka-hide man gud so patanggal to. So meaning dili siya mawala. So mo na difference between show and show dialogue. So yeah, user 1 2. So ayan, click nimo na and then balik ka ana siya. Okay? So dili nimo jud na siya ma-click to. Okay? And right. So yeah, so that's for calling a form, I mean navigating from one form to another form. So again, I don't know what happened with the form 1 nga nung wala na update siya, dapat FRM main ni siya. So good thing at least nakita ninyo no na inana in some cases or circumstances ma-inani siya, although gipangalan nato siya form main, pero when we check actually on it, naka-form form 1 gyapon siya. So katong object iyang i-follow kani, dili katong kanadara. So that is why if ever no mo na inyong one of the things na i-check ninyo sa pangalan sa iyong form, So probably later, siguro pag i-exit na ko ni and then mag-start ko or i-open ako balik ang Visual Studio na ko, basin mo form FRM main na ni siya. Kani. So dapat ma-FRM main naman ko ni siya, dili siya form 1 gyapon. Kaya na-change naman ato na ganina. But I don't know what seems to be the problem. Okay. So that's for this application. So again, we just use if conditions here. So by the way, in if conditions sa mga selection structure in Visual Basic, so if then siya, if then. So in ani siya, there's no more open and close parenthesis, and then there's no aside sa there's no more terminator, tapos na then na siya, if then. So you can also use mga simple relational operators such as less than, greater than, mga inana, equal, greater than or equal, less than or equal. And for logical and logical or in end yun inyong gamiton or not. Yan, mga logical, these are your logical and Okay, sige. Alright, so kana lang sa siguro karon medyo hindi naman makaya sa para na. Pasensya kayo class, no? Next time na lang siguro na ako ni padayon kay murag mas daghan mang ubo kaysa sa lessons na ako na top kill karon. So I'm sorry for that. Wait. Okay, stop sa na ako recording and then I